In this video, I want to talk about what you should do with bad A-level grades, and by the end of this video, you'll know where to take things from here. I retook my A-levels back in 2017. I got really bad grades, but long story short, I ended up increasing those grades and I managed to get to uni, and I just graduated this year. And I ended up having the best time of my life in university. And honestly, things turned out better than expected. With that being said, let's talk about your options. I've made an entire video about this, explaining in detail whether or not you should retake the year. Many people have found this video useful and a lot of people have been messaging me on Instagram. So if that's interesting to you, check out the video or DM me on Instagram for any questions. Firstly, clearing opens on the 30th of June. You can browse around UCAS clearing from the 5th of July to the 23rd of October. You can go through clearing if you've applied for university after the 30th of June, or you've missed your grades, or you didn't receive any offers. Alright, now here's my advice and thoughts on this. Please have a look at the possible vacancies and be open-minded about clearing. Find the courses that are similar to your course and write down the universities associated with that and call them up around 8:30 to 9 AM. I'm telling you, I know people who went through the clearing route. Although they didn't get their desired option, they found something proper similar to the course that they wanted to study initially, and actually the course that they were alternatively offered, you're learning the same skill set, you're getting sort of the same knowledge, and graduates from both degrees, they do similar things anyway. And I know these people, right, had an amazing time at university. The reality of university is that titles are supposed to grab your attention, but the richness and the knowledge and the skills is from the content itself, and that's most important. My advice is to thoroughly read through these modules and to actually read the prospectus and read what graduates become, so that you know what you're getting yourself into. Yep, ditch your A-levels and do an apprenticeship. Honestly, don't look down on apprenticeships, because it is actually, looking back at it now, it's actually mad valuable. You're getting on-the-job training, and at the same time you're studying for professional qualifications, and it's like a degree. You have to finish it between 1 to 3 years, and not to mention you get a wage. Each apprenticeship will train you for a specific job, so it's a good idea to look into the career path of that job and see if that career path appeals to you. What companies are looking for in the future is not for a degree, it's the knowledge and skills. They want to make sure that you're able to provide value for them, and in turn you provide value for the marketplace. And apprenticeships is an amazing way to achieve that. I recommend this option if you're somebody who's still trying to figure things out, or if you've missed your offer, or if you couldn't find anything through clearing. There's a video on my channel called 3 Reasons to Take a Gap Year in 3 Minutes. So if any of those reasons appeal to you, then I would honestly consider taking a gap year. Gap years overall is basically just not a free year, it's a year where you're in charge of the steering wheel. It's a year where you decide what you want to do under your terms. That time outside school is honestly very therapeutic, and it gets you to reflect about what it is you actually want to achieve in life. So if you're actually considering a gap year, here's what I recommend you do. List 10 to 20 things that you see yourself becoming in the future. Maybe that's a photographer, maybe that's a sports coach or a footballer, whatever it is, and within your gap year try find work experience in each and one of them. The most beautiful thing about this is that you're acting based on your passion. So if you actually find work experience in something that you might be interested in, that actually might lead to a long-term career. So with all the options I've presented, retaking the year, clearing, taking a gap year, and doing an apprenticeship, you've probably heard these 4 options from your careers advisor and your teachers, and there's pros and cons to each of them. And I don't recommend you making that decision based on their opinion and my opinion alone. I encourage you to talk to even more people, to do more research, and make sure you're getting information from reliable sources so you can come to a complete rational decision, and also make a decision that feels right. Now I want to add a personal message to you, and that is that getting bad grades isn't the end of the world. And hear me out, I know you've probably heard teachers say this, your family say this, and your friend tell this to you. But now I want you to take it from me. I've just turned 22 years old recently. I failed my A-levels when I was 17. That's like 5 years ago, and if you were to ask my 17-year-old self, where do I see myself 5 years from now, I don't think I would have seen myself this happy in myself, knowing that, oh, I wouldn't have thought that I would have had an amazing time in university and just have a blast. Okay, it really isn't the end of the world. Things will actually turn out better than you think, and I wish, if I could time travel, I would just grab my 17-year-old self by the face and just say, yo, Aldrich, it's okay, mate. It's okay. You look at me, yeah? Keep your head held high, roll your shoulders back and smile and just look forward and just bounce back. Have that resilience in the future. Oh my gosh, these things will just motivate you throughout your degree and throughout your entire life. You know what bad grades taste like now, okay? You know what failure tastes like. You know what it means to work hard and then fall off a bit. Or even if you're that type of person to be lazy and you wanted high grades but you didn't put in that work, this is a learning curve, and I wish I knew that like deeper when I was 17 years old, and I hope this message like really gets to you. And I want to leave you with 2 words before I end this video, and that is, it's okay.